Hello everyone and welcome back to Potty Player Entertainment. My name is Chris and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today we're going to be continuing our Harry Potter series with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. This movie and Harry Potter 8 are very interesting because they broke these two movies, they broke it down into two movies and titled them Part 1 and Part 2. Now this made the studio a lot of money. It was a decision that wasn't necessarily done to make money. It was a decision to help the films out. But other studios started looking at this and they're like, they made a lot of money off of that. We should start doing this with our series. So, series like The Hunger Games and the Twilight Saga started having these two-part finales. They had the same title, but it was Part 1 and Part 2, and it was a trend that started. But the difference was that Harry Potter did it wisely, and it made sense for them to do it. For these other series, they were just doing it to make money. But let's just jump right into it. So Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 came out in 2010, and it stars Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, Alan Rickman, Ralph Fiennes, Helen Bonham Carter. It was directed by David Yates, and it was produced by Lionel Wigram. And in this movie, our three heroes are on a mission to destroy all the Horcruxes, and all the while, they discover these three objects called the Deathly Hallows. They go on this journey on foot, they're camping out, they fight, things happen, it's a wild ride. So, this is the 7th in the series, and it's kind of amazing how this series, up to this point, was still good. You gotta give them credit for it. Like, they were still making good movies at number 7. That's really awesome. So let's jump into our pros first. So the action. This movie has a lot of action, and it's great. Really, really good action sequences. Fun, scary, tense action sequences. They're amazing. The tension throughout the movie is great. There's this one chase scene where Harry, Hermione, and Ron are running through the woods, and they're being chased. Really, really tense, intense scene. It's great. The special effects are amazing. I love the journey aspect of this film. That's why my favorite Lord of the Rings movie is the first one, because that one feels more like a journey than the other two do, and I really like that about this film. It also takes the trio away from anyone who could possibly help them, which leaves them to fend for themselves. It's just them, by themselves. They're alone throughout this movie. They are by themselves, on their own, left to defend themselves and take care of business. That's a scary situation to be put in, and it makes things really interesting to watch these characters. There's also this animation exposition scene. It's a necessary scene, but it's very exposition heavy, but it's animated, and it's animated beautifully. It's really, really good. It's a very emotionally impactful film. Draco was one of the best and most underrated parts of this film. He isn't there a lot, but he's very emotionally conflicted, and he gets really interesting in the last few films of this series. And the costuming, as always, is just great. Let's get into my cons with this. So, for one thing, like, this movie has a lot of teleportation in it. And it's just kind of like, it's kind of like that plot hole in The Lord of the Rings where it's like, well, why didn't they just fly the birds to go destroy the ring in the volcano? You know what I mean? It's like, well, they could have been doing this so often. You know what I mean? Also, there's a scene where the necklace, where this necklace is open, and it basically, I'm not going to go into detail, but basically chaos ensues, and Hermione's in this tent right next to it, and she comes out after all this is wrapped up, like, what happened? You didn't hear any of that? Really? And also there's shaky cam, and so even though I was raving about the action scenes, they're really good, including that chase scene. There's some shaky cam in it, which is not pleasant. But other than that, this is a great movie. I really like this movie. I'm gonna give Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 a 95. Alright, so we're almost done, guys. Whew! 95. One more. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. One more, and then once I get that video out of the way, Halloween specials, baby. I'm serving them up hot and fresh. That's right. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Potty Player Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave me review suggestions in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at Potty Player Entertainment for channel updates and written movie reviews. And much love. Hello everyone and welcome back to Potty Player Entertainment. My name is Chris and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today, we are going to be finishing... We are going to